It's weekend at Effy's, and it's weekend at Effy's mom's because my mom is here joining us on the show. We've got all the questions, all the behind the scenes info about early Effy, child Effy, and all the shady drama of me being in between these two, tearing me up. Weekend at Effy's is here. Listen to us on any podcast. Please put a review, a rating, and more important than that, get your Christmas card. Weekend@effys.com. Cranddaddy on the Patreon. Get your Christmas card. We're only doing it for December, and I'm not giving any more out. Weekend@effys.com. Join the Patreon. Support art. Screw AI. We're here.
Podcast.
Yeah, let's do a podcast.
Let's do a podcast.
Let's do a podcast. Hi, it's Weekend at Effy's. I'm here with Petár as per usual.
Hello.
We're flexing on the video with the new sign that you can see if you're watching on YouTube. And we're here with the lovely Krista Gibson, who happens to be Krista Colley, who happens to be my mother.
Yes. And I'm thrilled to be here.
You've already put me through the ringer today, I'm going to be honest.
Oh,
because
okay.
you showed up and I did my best cleaning.
It looked really nice.
And you immediately came inside and were like, put on your Disney mixtape. Where's your Disney mixtape? And we're bringing up my rap career from 2021. And Peter, I'm a big separator of church and state in a lot of portions of my life. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I don't even realize it. Peter had never heard any of my rap music, which many people are now hearing. I've made rap music. And my mom goes, it's very hard to find it on the internet. I went, huh.
Well, the one CD that you burned me, or I burned myself, was corrupted. And so,
corrupted
yes,
disc.
yes. So I've been trying to figure out a way to get it.
Sounds like an inside job, if you ask me.
No inside job there, but I did open up Peter's mind to the music of Walt Disney reimagined. And do you want a copy of the CD too?
Sure. Yeah.
Come on, Peter.
Yeah, no, I do.
Come on, Peter.
I do.
Add it to your. What if it's your top played next year?
It could be.
It's not going to be.
It's not going to be.
It's not going to be. I don't have deep plans here, but I want to get into a lot of discussion. But before I get into the questions, which we have questions, right?
We have questions.
Okay, good. I want to bring up. So we have these chickens in the yard, and you've gotten to see them.
Oh, they're beautiful.
For
beautiful
a moment.
Chickens.
And we were talking on the mini-sode for our Weekend at Effy's subscribers on the Patreon.
Which I am a subscriber. I am a cranddaddy, so I get to listen to the mini-sode every week.
Yes, but
plus I get merchandise.
Merchandise discounts.
Discounts.
You don't use your discount when you buy.
I've used it before.
You? Okay.
Yeah. I didn't know what the magic word was. So.
Oh, there's a magic word.
I know.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
So I'm introducing you to the chickens, and you brought up one of my favorite memories of my brother being kind of as bratty as all of us are, which is when we had a pygmy goat living at our regular suburban home. Do you remember why Connor got the pygmy goat?
Oh, yeah. We said no dogs. He wanted a dog.
Now, you had some pets growing up. Right?
I did have pets growing up, but you and your brother were a lot like having pets.
Yeah.
Peed on the floor, tore up my furniture. Yeah. So I really wasn't looking forward to cleaning up after a puppy.
Okay. Was there also a part of this, and you can answer as much as you want, that was my father couldn't handle loss?
That was a big part of it. He said, if you get a dog, they just die. And it might be 10 or 15 years down the road, but I don't want to go through that.
But you're setting yourself up for a funeral.
You are.
Which
and
kind of, if you zoom that out, isn't everything just going to die?
Everything's set up for a funeral, God. But you got to enjoy the ride. So
Connor went to the...
Oh, yeah. He told me that he was going to do it. And I said, no, you're not. You're not going to buy a goat. And so he went to the Tutortown, I think is what it's supposed to call.
Yeah,
Tutortown live animal auction in North Greer, and he came home with
South Carolina, baby,
with Peanut, and yeah, he was very small and very cute.
Well, there's a picture. Have you seen the picture of Peanut?
Yeah.
Okay, you have seen. You can Google goat in a sweater, and there's a little goat in a blue sweater. You gave Peanut the sweater.
I did. I was really worried about Peanut being so cold outside. I really fell for Peanut, but then Peanut kept peeing all over the sweater, and so we had to take it off.
Everywhere.
So much poop.
And then the yard at that point, there was no plants left.
Well, just the little bit of a top of the shrubs that we had because he couldn't
get that high.
Couldn't get that high.
So it's going to be, now see, they've filled this up with too many goats. Oh. There's too many goats now. They're
goats
erasing
and sweaters.
Peanut. Oh,
there
he is.
There he is right there.
There's Peanut.
Yes.
Wow.
There's Peanut.
The Year of Farm Animals and Sweaters meme, Business Insider, who has also done a story on me, has a story on animals and sweaters that Peanut.
Yes.
Someone stole this from me. On
they
Imager.
did because that is not Mrs. John Snow.
I'm scammer. That is our yard in Greer, South Carolina.
Yes, it was. Yes.
Peanut was very interesting.
Just someone trying to get Reddit clout off of Peanut.
They're using any love for this tiny. Yeah, I've got love for the tiny goat in a sweater. I loved it with my whole heart. They stole it and put it on Reddit. That's fine. Whatever.
Yeah,
back in 2013.
But the weird part was, I remember Dad telling me this thing's satanic. I can see in its eyes it's satanic. But then I would come home and he would be in the bed with the goat.
Yes. Wait a minute. You need to qualify.
Okay. No.
That's a little rough.
He would be watching Jim Cramer doing stalks.
Yes.
With the goat sitting in the bed like a dog.
Yes. There you go.
Like it was his
That's
puppy
better.
in the bed.
Yes.
Yeah. No, he was not in bed. No.
Yeah.
But then, okay, and this has been a big question of my whole childhood. The Blackberry Farm, is that heaven or was that a real place?
No, it really was because he had a bunch of kudzu and blackberries. Okay. And the goat, we called him the goat whisperer because he came and put Peanut in the front seat of his car.
The goat just got right in.
Right in. We couldn't make the goat do anything. We had to get rid of because he kept trying to butt the glass door in the back to come into the house.
Yeah. Right.
Yes. So it was a little much. Plus, we really weren't supposed to have a goat
having
in our
neighbors
neighbor.
call up there and be like, "Your goat's out here."
Yes. But no, he
HOA
did.
Yet.
But as the trucker's driving down the road, Connor's running after him, going, "The poop! He poops a lot."
Like this man didn't know.
Yeah. But he had him in the front seat of his car.
Listen, the more I'm thinking right now, between me and Connor. You were raising some children.
Oh, I was raising some boys.
Yeah, we were trouble. And congratulations to you. You now have 2 healthy grandchildren.
I know.
And
I made it through.
A podcast.
And a podcast. That's right.
I've often joked though that I'm gay and I love kids, but I don't need to own them. Maybe the future will change. The healthcare changes. The moment Connor had announced they're having that baby, it felt like you've always been so supportive, but it felt like almost somebody gave you a little bit of a rope where you were like not just hanging off the side of the cliff anymore.
It's like, okay, there's the future.
Yeah, you get the grandbabies, you get all the good stuff, and then it's sort of like, yeah, go get beat up in New York. Who cares?
No, I don't know about that.
Okay, we won't go that far.
Yeah, don't go that far.
Don't go that far.
Yeah.
It's lovely having you here. We do have friends from our Patreon that are asking questions. Peter usually asks all the questions. Should I help?
Yeah, would you like to?
Why not?
Okay, so we do have a section that is specifically questions for Mom.
Okay.
So I'll have you do those. How about that?
All right, that's perfect.
All right, let's start off with our first question from Ashley. Did you take Mom to see Wicked for Good?
No, but Mom did see Wicked for Good.
I did.
We're both Wicked fans.
Yes.
And we took
want to
Grandma.
hear about that experience.
Oh, get on the
listen
minisode.
to the minisode.
Yeah, the minisode is actually... It's technically a movie pod. We're gonna stop calling it a movie podcast.
We're shifting stuff around.
We're always shifting,
Peter.
Always shifting. But what this was a great no lights on.
I keep seeing my name over there.
Warm it up.
Me off.
Yeah, Peter.
So funny.
And your dog's name.
So funny.
Yeah, we love the merch. We have new Rekindled Effy's merch coming. I didn't tell you about this yet.
Okay.
We have a brand new shirt dropping.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you in a minute. So
I don't
excited.
have a podcast shirt, right?
Well, whose fault is that? Peter, when was the last time you asked me to get you a podcast shirt? Maybe it was a few times, I feel like.
I can buy you one, Peter, because I have a discount.
Okay, thank you.
And if you want the discount, weekendeffys.com. Now, it is one of the last few
free
weeks.
Shipping?
What?
Free shipping?
Yeah, free for you. Only for you.
I don't make the shirt, so it's not here.
Okay.
So you're gonna you still have to pay to ship
That's
it.
why I don't have one.
Yeah, that's why
I
you don't
have
have
plenty
one.
of Effy merch.
But you still get the Christmas card if you sign up this month.
Yes, you do.
So
Go
we've
and
already
sign
sent out a
up.
bunch of them. We
Oh,
have
I
some left.
got mine.
Yes.
Yes.
I haven't done Christmas cards in a while, and this is I typically would just sell them because that's what I do. I sell.
Yeah. Yes,
but
and your grandmother tells people that all the time, and she thinks you're a marketing genius because you do that.
I am a marketing genius. Thank you, Grandma.
Yeah.
I'm glad she recognizes what I'm able to do here.
Do you want to say what you said to me yesterday?
What? What did I say?
The mail, the stack of.
No, we were talking about this earlier.
Okay.
The Christmas cards?
Yeah, the Christmas cards.
What did
Yeah.
Oh, when I saw Rachel and Connor putting their Christmas cards out.
Yes.
I said, that many cards for free? Which I thought, you know.
Connor will say it's not for free because I've paid for all those portrait sessions.
No, I'm saying
No,
like,
I know. They're
to
not selling them.
Yeah, they're in the hole on that one.
Yeah, that's but you know
I
what?
would have bought it though.
I'll tell you what, I never thought I would have gotten so much joy out of receiving baby pictures, but I just get them and I go, oh,
I
go,
know.
Peter, look.
I
And
know.
I just I turn into just a mushy.
I do. I make people look all the time, and I know
Yeah.
they don't really want to, but I don't care.
Yeah. You
Like,
get to
here
look.
she is. Here he
It's-
is.
Have you seen the meme they're doing on TikTok where it'll be like a lady will get up front and go, now my husband's going to show you his mech cars that he's been creating and you better like them. And it's sort of like someone stepping in there and being like, or like, my wife's going to show you her Lego collection and you better compliment it and you better be nice. And they'll be like, okay, so this one is mine. And it's just very like, I'm going to show you my baby. You
Well,
better
that's-
think it's
that's
cute.
kind of my attitude.
I'm
but-
fine with that attitude.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
babies. We did see Wicked. It's on the Minisode, weekend@effys.com. That's why you're not hearing ads right now for the Dateline Plus, because we are independent and we do not need we need the advertiser money, but we really need to stay independent. So sign up for the Patreon. Get the episodes early. Get a merch discount.
Yes.
Get extra pictures of chickens and dogs. Get a vlog eventually when I fix this phone camera. Really, guys, there's a lot of content. We'll get there, you know?
And
All
you
right.
get the monthly newsletter, and you already kind of
See?
know what's going on.
See? People love the monthly
I
newsletter.
do love the
No.
I do love the monthly.
I
Yes.
know.
Okay,
It's listen.
And the weather forecast.
I have to be careful with Peter because Peter is not a scammer. Like I'm a carnival scammer. And
Yeah.
Peter is genuine and thoughtful and caring and artistic. And sometimes
But
I have
Peter's
to go,
also broke and needs money, so let's do some scamming.
yeah, like, but we don't want to scam you. We just want to set up that like there's a lot of artistry going into this that
Yeah.
And
You
by
need to-
scamming, I mean buy my art, please.
please
Yes.
buy Peter's art. Also, we can put over the stickers. We've
This
got
is
AI
true.
stickers that are it's the you describe. I mean, you made it. It's the nuclear face that lets you know internationally there's nuclear waste.
You know
here.
about
It's gonna
nuclear
get-
semiotics?
Like if society ended, these are symbols they've created to where whatever language, whatever you are, you can recognize you don't need to be over here. Like,
Okay.
This is
Okay.
This is Chernobyl. So
Like the idea that language will disappear, but the human face, you know, we know what agony looks like.
Yes,
And so I pulled
okay.
the one that's for nausea.
yes, and then put. I don't know if you're familiar with fonts, but Comic Sans is a font that's commonly used.
Yes, yes.
I don't know if you're familiar with fonts, my writing mother.
Yes.
And so we put Comic
Thank
Sans
you.
on it.
Should
and
I
it's-
show?
Yeah, you can show. These are available at aisucks.bigcartel.com
Yes, indeed.
in multi-packs. And the reason Peter was so inspired to do this, and I'll speak out of turn if I may, is when you ride around on the MARTA in Atlanta, as both of us do to get around, it's
Yes.
very efficient. They've started putting up a lot of advertising that is made with AI. And it's very clear that, like, if I was selling Skechers shoes, my first thought isn't we should have, like, busty women in porn poses.
The problem is that we have started getting AI generated images for some of the products in the Dick store. And they look identical to the AI generated Skechers ads.
They're
And
using the
so
same models.
I do believe that they are training everything on porn, which is a huge societal problem.
It's a
Because we
yeah.
can't have
Yeah,
our.
I'm not. I don't even think I can speak to that. How bad
No,
that is.
it is. Yeah, and the Skechers ads, it's like clearly this woman is not real. Number one, but number two, like why is she posed like this? And then there's just like shoes glued over her, And so the idea is that people will be able to get these stickers, not us, and be able to point out when they are seeing gross AI art so that other people can know
Very clever.
they are looking at something that is not of the human world,
Yes.
and that these companies are scamming models, are scamming people
Yeah.
to not have to pay anybody. So I love the idea of it, but I also did convince Peter to be a commercial boy about that. This is they're very nice stickers too. We got
They
the
are
nice
very
ones done.
nice stickers.
But I love just the just it's gross. I didn't have mine on me because I've been kind of giving them out to people who need them.
Yeah.
And I was about to just hit one of the 5 Points billboards yesterday, and I didn't do it. Ugh.
I have my eye on a couple, but it's,
You got to be.
It's when my hair is flowy and blowing and I'm in that red coat. I just don't feel like I'm being very conspicuous.
You're pretty obvious in the bright red fur coat and the long, luscious hair.
Yes.
And the big sunglasses just like at the station. Like, who is that?
It's not.
Yeah, no, I can look pretty discreet though. If I've got ball cap on coming back from the gym, low key down on the phone. Like,
Yeah, real Ben Affleck, shooter vibe.
what town was the town? Nobody knows.
No
I
one
never
knows.
figured it out.
No one knows.
Could have been Baltimore. Okay, let's get.
Okay, this is
Let's
from
get in here.
Auntie Collins. I need to know your thoughts on heated rivalry.
Oh no.
And we're going to comma this with favorite holiday tradition.
Okay, this is. Do you know anything about heated rivalry, Mom?
I'm sorry, I do not.
So there's a bigger discussion to have here, which is that starting with Japanese women, and it's made its way mainstream over here. There's this concept of women who are really into like gay boy romance, but it's not for gay men. So it'll just be like weird, like we're on the same team, but we're hockey buds and we don't know if we're allowed. And so these women have started writing a lot of fictional novels that kind of started as your sort of fan, what would you call that? Fanfic? Like,
Well, okay.
very sexual overtone of characters you may recognize.
We were
kind
talking
of.
off the podcast about how books have really exploded on social media, and there's been this whole revival
Yes.
in everyone reading. Did you know that a lot of that is horny?
I did
Yeah.
not.
It is. And so this lady has written this series of books about the Russian and U.S. hockey player who are in a secret gay relationship. And it has now made its way to HBO as a television show.
You know what I hear?
What?
I just
What?
hear a Brinks truck backing up. That's all I hear right now. It's just money being counted.
I did try to watch the show, and it is profane in ways that I would never recommend to you.
Okay.
But it is also clearly not written by anyone gay. And the gay people really love it. But I'm also watching this thing going, this isn't, gay men were not invited. But here's the problem. If gay men did write it, it would never be on television. They wouldn't be allowed. So it's like there's something kind of romantic about women sort of like romanticizing this gay secret love.
Okay, but I do like the idea of just men writing really terrible women characters for just decades and decades and decades.
Okay,
and
fair.
then the women going like, okay, we're going to try
we're
and
gonna
knock out
do
as
this.
much of this as we
We're
can.
just going to make this, we're going to make really bad guy characters as much as we can. You tried to watch for like 2 seconds. I got through 2 episodes and I was just like, this is not what TV's for.
This is the whole vibe right here.
Yeah,
it's just wet hair and
We want to play
blowjob
hockey.
innuendos.
Yeah.
Like, very like
Yeah, but hockey players usually don't have teeth.
Yeah, and don't usually look, I don't know, I've
They
noticed.
look a little soft for hockey players.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
they had to find hockey players who would kiss boys.
Well, that's just true. Yeah, that's true.
There's a
No.
softness to
There-
it
yeah.
in that way. But
There
also,
is
like,
that.
I have noticed in the past few years, it could just, like, I'm getting old, but also, like, NHL and NASCAR and football, I'm going, who are these young twink people that they're letting on the teams now? Where I'm just going, am I just old? Like, am I just, like a 20-year-old looks like a
No,
child?
I
to
do
me.
think it is the twinkification of a lot of things.
Yeah. But has that always happened and we just have been too young to
No, I
notice?
just think we live in the future.
We do live in the future. Yeah, so I think heated rivalry is interesting as a concept. I don't think it's for me necessarily, even though it sounds like it would be. But I do think we could easily sell a pro wrestling heated rivalry script with about an hour of brainstorm work right there. Like if this becomes a writing table, this is a writer right here. That's we'll get into that in a moment. This is she's writing the grand expose on this guy.
Okay, well, we need to get this book tour going. So.
Yeah, we do need to get a book tour going. We're trying to add more live shows, but I'm apprehensive because I don't think this is interesting enough live to be on its own. But am I wrong?
I still think the variety show, because, all right, this is to go back to everything that we were talking about earlier about how culture is shifting and changing, and we're talking about movie industry, everything.
Yeah.
I think that the group participation part of it is going to be a huge key, because it's not going to be enough to just go see the live thing. People are going to want to be involved.
Phil Collins, 2 Worlds, 1 Family. Tarzan.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
100%.
It's better when you bring it together.
Exactly,
And you're confused for a little while.
Like because it's all this community stuff that we're going to need to really start building.
Yeah.
I think the variety, I think it is great that it is not strong enough to stand on its own and therefore has to have other components.
So I think we're going to do a
it.
musician. I think we're going to do a no ring match. That's going to be one of our next guests on the podcast.
Old school
too.
variety show the whole thing, and you figure out how to have more group participation with it.
All right,
in a way that's actually interesting and fun for everyone. But you also have to figure out like the Gen Z problem, because they don't like embarrassment.
I think it's not the Gen Z problem. I think the problem is we have to talk to people older than us. I think we could fill a room with 40 and 50-year-olds.
Yeah.
And it would be a much more incredible event to take
yeah.
in than worrying about trying to attract the kids.
And then the kids can participate if they want.
If they want, right.
Yeah.
But like,
it's like
I
open
want
for them, but they don't have to.
Especially when I'm getting older now, it's beautiful to know that like, I know when something's bad and I know when something's good, and I'm fine with either. But I'm also not going to poke something to be worse if it's not good, like a younger youth might do. Because that's the real key. I don't know if you've noticed this because you're out of raising kids in high school, and I share locker rooms now with people who are, 15 to 18 years younger than me.
Yeah.
So I can see that someone 6'7" me the other day, genuinely, and I was like, I'm too old.
Yeah. No, thank you.
It's how was I going to put this? Why am I losing my train of thought on this?
Because you just 6'7", everybody.
I did.
Terrible.
I'm so sorry for what I'm doing.
Just get it out of your system.
I'm so sorry.
Just get it out.
6'7".
Do it about maybe 6 or 7 more times.
6'7". I literally forgot what I was talking about, and I was about to make a grand point about the youth. Yeah. It's the tool of the youth right now is that they're really good at shaming people and making them feel like idiots. But that doesn't help when you're trying to make good art.
Right.
Like it's like
fans don't like that either.
No, but Steve Lacy was doing that tour and just like had a crash out.
Yeah.
Because no one was actually there to watch a concert.
Nope.
They just wanted to get clips of like one part of one song and then we're talking through the whole rest of the set. So the shows were all sold out, but he was miserable and no one who was actually there to see the shows was having fun because it's just kids talking the whole time and doing it. But they have this power to just like shame out the bad behavior of older people. We're like, I don't know. Sometimes you see stand-up people where there's like crowd hecklers who are like, I don't like what you're saying. The kids would be in the audience making fun of that guy before it ever got to the stage person, to where you would feel embarrassed that the kids were going to make fun of you. Like I brought up examples here that I'm not going to bring up now, but watching people change their behavior because the kids are making fun of them you're like, oh, okay, they're not as lost as we thought. They at least will like point out like, why are you doing, like, why are you acting a fool? Especially I've seen at protests and stuff recently where it's like, you'll see the anti-protester show and be like, yeah, stop doing this. And then you'd be do, until the guys like feel like an idiot because they're making fun of them. They're not making any good points. They're not there to add to the conversation. They're just going do till you're sick of dealing with them. And there's something really awesome about it too.
It's very necessary right now.
It's necessary, but also if I'm making events, like if they show up, that's fine, but I don't want to advertise to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Knowing what I know.
Yeah.
Okay. Question number 9.
You want to switch to
I want to ask some questions.
for Mom?
Oh no.
All right. I'm going to go ahead with this first one from Kelly.
Kelly asked, Mama Effy, what is your least favorite match or spot that Effy has done? You don't have to be specific. You can just talk about all the stuff you hate.
Well, I don't like the spikes in the head.
Yeah.
The whole Mance Warner thing, I just wanted to go and strangle that boy.
Okay, get into this a second because I do think I've now recovered somewhat, but I don't think it was good for my brain.
No, it was very stressful for me.
You're just now putting that together?
It's
just
been
now
a
dawning
year.
on you that was a...
I love my mom so much, but she also understands that like I am the art physically and there's nothing you can, if you tell me not to do something, there's one person who can tell you how it's going to go. And
Here's the line, jump over it.
Yeah. And so I know it's not good for me. I know it's going to affect me.
I'm the art.
I am the art, Peter. And doing a feud like that where you have people who go like, okay, that you actually were going all the way in. You were doing something we haven't seen, really intense. But also, yeah, it was not good for me personally, but it's good as a legacy of art to lead. And now I'm focused more on trying to be like Danhausen. And like I came home from having that Danhausen match and I was like, it was so fun and it was so easy and I didn't get hurt. And you were like, say that again? Yeah. You're like, could you repeat that back to me? It was what? Easy and fun and you didn't get hurt? And I was like, okay, all right. But I think like even the other day,
I've been very one-toned all summer long with him, and it didn't matter. Like nothing that I said mattered, and he came to the conclusion. And even on the way coming back from the XLR cable, we were talking about how he doesn't like me being right. And I think my tactic from now on is just to not be right and let him do his thing.
What is that a tactic for?
Peter, it's called love and logic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just put it out there for him to maybe
hear. Listen, I agree with you.
Look,
and
I did get him to start like doing stretches and
I've been doing a lot of
regular
stretching.
yoga.
Yeah.
So
No, that's great. But yeah, those are the ones that worry me. It's not so much the blood because I know that y'all have tricks. And,
Yeah.
But like when you say, "Oh, I took all that Excedrin so that I could bleed more," I'm like, "What? You're gonna destroy your heart just so you can have a moment."
But think of it this way: if the blood's coming out and the blood pressure's up, there's less
yeah,
blood pressuring.
Well, I know that's your logic, and I get it. But yeah, those are the ones that like. But really, the Mance Warner thing really. When you'd say, "Oh, we're gonna do it again this weekend," I'd be like, "Oh."
Yeah,
no.
that I would have warnings from Peter where Peter would be like, so what are you gonna do in this match? You need to really be careful. I think you would even make up something. You'd be like something in your charts looking really scary just to like make sure.
I don't make any of that stuff up.
Okay, well, I'm just saying it would come up at times where I was like, all right, I better be a little cautious with myself here. But obviously we were not cautious at all.
Yeah, but you don't see if I warn you that something bad is coming up and then you're cautious about it and then you miss the bad thing. It's because I was warning you, not because the bad thing wasn't coming.
So be cautious.
So listen to me when I tell you something bad is coming.
Right, but what if it's sold out?
What if it's sold out? Well, I mean, you are taking like I'm I'm a spiritual advisor doesn't mean that I'm like you're still advised at the end of the day.
Still just being advised. The last one though, I knew it was going to be rough. The one I just had in LA, the rematch for the championship.
Yeah.
And poor Peter walked in and was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm great." And I guess the black eyes had not gone away, and I was just stabbed up. And it was. I don't like breaking your heart like that, Peter.
No, but I don't know. It's like you also are a lot of like I'm a very anxious person,
Mm-hmm.
and having you in my life is really, really, really good. Healing around all that anxiety because I can't be anxious around you.
Yeah, because it's just going to keep
it's
being
completely
worse.
out of my hands.
Yeah.
It's every single weekend for the most part. I can just sit here and be anxious the entire time and be looking at your transits and trying to figure out what's going on, or I can just live my life and not have that be a thing. So it's like really good that happens.
Yeah, it's a lot of like, the train's coming and the thing's going to knock you off the train. And I do a lot of last second ducking there. My life is a lot of that.
This is how your life works. This is how your life functions.
It functions.
You're always missing the tail end of the car.
Yeah. 100%. I've stayed safe. But I also think, as I age, I'm rethinking how I'm wrestling in a lot of ways. And it's really like you never get over feeling like you're new to something in a sense when you're doing it a long time. But now kind of having the trust in like, okay, wait, I know like 30 tricks that could work here that aren't going to kill us.
Yeah.
Or this match or this feud is not, main event or championship or this, where I, not in a way at all being lazy, but sort of going like, I have different skills to use for this. It's been very nice to figure out that like, I have a few more tricks up my sleeve to not die if I want to, because I've already done the stuff on tape that's as risky as it needs to be. They keep asking me to do more death matches, and I'm like, darling, show me the check, because I don't need to. I've done a death match with every cool person there is to do a death match with. Mm-hmm. There's nobody left that I want to like go out on a limb for.
It's not cute when those old guys get up there and do it.
No.
Ooh.
It's really not. It's not like it's pathetic. It's not. I mean, I understand that they need the money or whatever, and that's like the life that they've chosen, but it's really sad.
I agree in some places, but then like I think about Sabu this year, and he was in no like condition to really be in a ring, but you could not tell the man no. Look, and he was going to get it if he was going to get it.
If that is their thing, if that is their law, if that's the thing that they're doing, I don't want that for my friend Taylor, who I love and cherish.
Yeah, but I think I will be involved in wrestling in some capacity for a very long time. I also see how playing in bands and working with Hootie and doing Disney rap albums, and going around on bad tours and good tours and being around ICP, being these things. There's so many transferable skills that I have that whatever I decide to put myself into is going to be fine. But functionally, I'm still so fascinated by the wrestling puzzle.
Yeah, and
I've never found another like it frustrates me. When I watch, like we went to see Jesus Christ Superstar, it's incredible. You've seen,
yes,
and it's toured forever and I'm watching the whole time, and it's incredible. And then I went, they're going to do the exact same show 100 times, and that would, my brain couldn't work that way. When I'm watching it and taking it in and going, oh, the freedom they look like they have, when really I'm watching a wind-up toy on a timer that's functionally made by humans. With wrestling, like whatever mood I'm in, that's what's going to come out when I'm wrestling. And obviously there are certain times, certain matches have to be certain things, but I also have this kind of back catalog where I go in a lot of the times and they go, well, you know what to do. So just like do it. And I hope that skill keeps transferring into other stuff, but I'm more fascinated now with like this grip I have on wrestling. I feel like I have an even weirder way I can mess with it now, where like the legacy's there. Who gives a crap? Yeah. Right. Like it's all there. It's permanent. It's all on YouTube. It's all in posters. There's 1,000 posters. It's all there. Whatever I do now, I can get away with anything because I'm the one at the top deciding what this is. And so you're right. I should protect my brain a little more. But also it is really fun to know in the middle of a room full of, we were in LA, there's 900 something people in the room. I know that I get to stab myself in the head in front of people. There's no other job in the world where I can go, and then I'm like, and send it to my PayPal. There's something so like, it's the most outlaw thing you can do, which is like, people are like, oh, wrestling's scripted. All day, people talk to me all day. Oh, this, fans all day. It's great. Wrestlers all day. When I'm in the ring, there's only one other person I'm talking to, and I can do whatever I want. And most of the time, they trust me enough to let me do whatever I want. And like, there's something really magic about, yes, you're in the middle of a stage and everybody's looking at you, but also I'm in full control of the room and I get to do whatever I want. There's not a stage manager who's going to be like, were you just like riffing Hamlet over there? Yeah, like I just thought it needed a little more tang on the back half. And they're like, you're fired, you're done. It's like, I don't know, whatever you were doing, that worked. And it can be, something as dumb. Like I rewatched Me versus Microman last night, and it's one of the dumbest matches I've ever seen. And it's me in the middle of this championship run, defending this championship and going, okay, well, I'm supposed to be a champion. This is a hardcore championship. And I'm going, I'm just going to flirt with Microman the whole match and let him beat me up and then secretly beat him. And having the skill to do that in front of a crowd. And then the next day, I'm wrestling Dr. Redacted in a freaking crazy death match supreme, and I'm bleeding and covered in green mist. I don't know. There's something really addicting to that form of acting where there's a movie I'm going to ask you to watch that we've been thinking more about called Holy Motors. And the movie the whole time follows this one actor, and he just keeps getting dumped into new scenes, and he's completely different characters every time. And I love that kind of in wrestling where like it'll be a 3-day weekend and it's 3 completely different scenarios where I don't know what I'm going to do before 7 p.m. Like I don't have any clue what the script is. I have ideas, I have things. And now here's a random person. Could you guys do a group project real quick and make something happen? And I'll be like, yeah, give me an hour and we'll come up with a 12-minute play that we'll never do again. It's magic. And yeah, danger comes with the territory. I'm sure you were excited to see me tattoo the side of my head.
Yeah, that drill bit.
Yeah, the drill bit. It was supposed to be a fake drill bit.
Yeah, it was not.
It was not.
But that's what I think. I understand the dance of it all.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes Mance was off script.
If you watch the second
That's what it felt like as your mother.
The first match we had in Tampa, I think the second match we had, and this is the one where he split my head too. I knocked him out to open the match. And put him on his butt for real. So there was a little off script from both sides.
Okay, but yeah.
And
I'm still going to be Team Effy regardless.
Yeah, no, I get that. But, it is also like I just had this great GCW championship run. I defeated Mance. I defeated him at Hammerstein. And he's going on AMC TV starting January 18th with TNA Wrestling. But I'm out here. We're going to make some decisions this year. We might buy AMC. I don't know. We got to figure something out.
There you go.
Because he is, and no offense to anyone on any roster anywhere, that workload is just not what I'm doing out here. And it's so lovely to watch him have a 7-minute TV match with one door or something. And it's like, oh, I got to go get beat up again. There's for the confidence that comes through in the ring, there's no better second guessing than when your music's about to hit and you go, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Oh my God, how did I? And no matter what you do in the next 20 minutes, whatever you planned, it's going to happen or it's not. So good luck. Okay, that was the long answer that I answered.
Yeah, that's okay.
For you. That's what we do.
But yeah, that's what we do.
Okay, let's hit this next one from Danny.
Effy's mom, Danny here. Thanks for bringing one of the safest humans and lovely fellows into this world. What
You're
was
welcome.
Effy's favorite childhood meal?
Ooh.
Oh, there's a few here.
There are a few because Taylor was always a great eater.
I eat. I love eating.
I'm gonna
I love
say-
cooking for Peter too.
As he got to be a teenager, it was like one pot meal.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with one pot meal.
Yeah. There was also this one I made with like hamburger and green beans or something.
And tater tots.
Yeah.
Which is very similar to what grandmother had prepared here.
Yes, there was that one, but also spaghetti pie.
Spaghetti pie rules.
Yeah, because you just do the spaghetti and you add the cheese and you bake it like a pie, and then you put the sauce on it.
And you can keep the baked square and then just add sauce when you want it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the cheese is built
You
in.
could put pepperoni in it if you wanted to, but really just
you
a
don't need
spaghetti
it.
pie. Yeah, because you put an egg in there.
Ricotta a little.
Oh, yeah. You can
Yeah.
add a whatever.
And then I just remember sneaking in there and squaring one off.
Oh, yeah.
After school, squaring off a spaghetti pie after school.
Yeah.
I was always a big fan of the traditional holiday stuff.
Yeah.
That you guys would do, like the potato soup.
Yeah.
And
Christmas Eve was always potato soup.
Yeah, potato soup is a big one. We might have to do a little
Mexican
potato soup.
steak and sour cream rice.
So the Mexican steak is actually in a printed wrestling cookbook.
Oh, yeah.
I had that recipe published, and I gave the story and said, this is my grandmother was a missionary. This was given to her from another missionary. This is passed through. But it's always so funny to me when you get the steak to make the Mexican steak because it's the cheapest meat
Oh,
you
it is.
possibly have there.
Right. But you got to cook it low and slow,
Yes.
and that's what makes it
And
good.
you've got to do that sear with the flour and
Oh, absolutely.
We're going to have some Mexican steak.
Yes.
I haven't made that
Let's
for you,
do it.
have I?
No,
No.
you haven't.
Yeah.
With the sour cream rice and the chilies.
Nope.
Oh, we got to do that. You made one of my favorite things, which still, I'm such a custard fan in all forms. Like when I moved to Atlanta, knowing that there was like Asian custard places that I could go get custard teas and stuff, I was like, I'm fully locked in. What was this face you just made over custard?
I'm so sick of hearing about custard.
Okay, why?
Because it's nonstop.
What are you talking about?
It's nonstop custard.
You think I always talk about
I
custard?
think it's constant custard.
What do you mean?
It's Avatar, it's custard, and it's Wicked.
Okay. When was the last time I brought up custard?
Today.
All right, before that.
Yesterday.
Yeah, okay. I love custard. What are you're just asking me what's the best foods?
No one asked that question.
That's what they said. What's my favorite foods?
What's your favorite
custard?
Foods? Yeah.
Okay.
You remember the General?
The
General Custard.
General.
It's named after him.
I'm glad someone else is.
Are you going to try this custard so you can understand?
I will try the custard.
Stop custard at me. Don't use those custard words.
Okay, next question.
Next question. Not a question. Thank you for birthing this wonderful man. He brings so much joy, love, sass, and fun into the world. And thank you for the likes on IG for my silly little Effy post. Machete Von Kill does the figures.
Oh, yeah. I love those.
Yeah,
those
they're
are
lovely.
Great. Yes. Thank you for doing those.
Yeah, she said, do you mind if I do one of you at the nativity? And I was like, am I bringing gifts? Yes.
Yes.
We had a chocolate nativity one time.
Oh, we did.
How old was I when I had the...
You were in preschool, and I was given the chocolate nativity as a gift. And so I'm in there cooking dinner one night.
This is like an extravagantly large chocolate nativity.
Yeah. It was
huge.
Yeah. I mean, it's like somebody had a mold. I don't know even
Yeah,
where
they made like real...
That was before Hobby
had a whole
Lobby, so I don't
display.
know where they got it. But
Taylor
ran into the kitchen with part of the cradle and said, I bit the head off baby Jesus. So that, I wasn't prepared for how
old?
Oh, he's probably 4. Yeah. Yeah. And I couldn't really say anything. It was chocolate, but I didn't know that it would be kind of like a
symbolic,
a precursor to our journey. But that's okay. I said, okay, well, I guess we're eating the nativity now.
What were we supposed to do with it?
Well, I was trying to wait a little bit before Christmas.
Oh, so we could...
Maybe, have a little ceremony with it, but ceremony over. I bit the head off baby Jesus. So
Is it making sense yet?
It's making sense.
Yeah.
Speaking of preschool, did I get in trouble for kissing somebody in preschool?
Yes, you did. Pulled a little. It was actually a little girl though.
Yeah, well,
so.
it's all about the same in the dark. Whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was
so.
kissing. I was kissing in preschool, biting off the head of baby Jesus.
Yeah, it was.
I'm
whew,
crying over
it's been a
here.
roller coaster.
It's been a roller coaster. This is when I was, you're thinking, do you have kids or not? And God bless you. I was thinking about what if I was the kid that I had, and I don't know if I could have done it. I don't know if I could have raised me.
Yeah, we had a lot of good times.
Great times, but
Yes.
also I have
Moments for pause.
I have reigned in the chaos, and it is still chaos. Do you understand well, you understand better than anyone. This
Yes.
is,
Yeah.
she's dealt with all of it. She's
Yeah.
seen it. As Billy Gibson would say, I don't know how you're living. I don't know how you're living. Okay. Well, that is, we got one more set?
Yes.
Auntie Collins.
Oh boy.
Okay. How did you feel when Effy said he was going to be a pro wrestler?
At the time, I was thrilled
Okay.
because you were putting your energy into something more than
Drinking?
drinking and doing drugs.
Yeah.
So this was kind of this is what saved him at the moment. Time.
Yeah, I needed to fill some time badly. Quickly.
Yes. And so instead of just always being the designated driver, you were out there working your body and being physical. And I had no idea that it would lead to where it led.
I didn't.
But
either.
I was a cheerleader from the very beginning. I don't know if you remember that very first match. I made my own T-shirt
I
to
certainly
wear.
do.
And
What a wake-up call to have your mom show up to that show at the dance studio with about 10 people there. And I said, Mom, I'm supposed to be a heel. And I think you said...
oh, you said, Mom, you have to boo. You have to quit cheering. You have to boo. And I'm like, I cannot boo my own son, whatever. And then I was filming, and the guy came up to me and said, you're not allowed to film at this show. And I was like,
Was he wearing the clown shoes? Because he would wear clown shoes when he wrestled.
Yeah,
the guy who owned it.
I don't know, but he said I couldn't film. I couldn't do any. I was just so excited. I was like, here's my kid doing his thing, and I'm gonna, put it all out there because I'm loving it. And he told me I couldn't film because later they were gonna put it on YouTube or something. And I went,
he would keep your footage and never give you your match footage.
Yeah. So anyway,
paid me $25 though. That was that's when I knew it was going to be my whole career.
I used to have to slip him money so he could buy gas to get home
after
I fed him.
Yeah. It would listen. I mean, that's the thing too is I didn't know it was going to end up here either, and it's been very fascinating to figure out like how do you do this? How do you just like live kind of off the grid in this way where I don't know. It's very funny that at the time when I left my job in Florida. I graduated. I went to work there. I was living in Tallahassee while I was wrestling for years. Yeah. And I was like, oh, everything's so great. It's so good. And then it's like sort of been this hilarious like comedy of errors of the rest of the world not being good for me to be a wrestler in. And so it's like, oh, I quit my job. Now COVID has shut down everything. Oh, now we're in a recession. Oh, now you want to stop doing gay shows and now the president wants to get rid of the gays. It's very like... It's always kind of been against me. And I kind of look up and like, I had this conversation the other day with someone where they're like, well, when you started doing this wasn't what it was. And I was like, you're right. But I didn't plan. I had no idea where it was going. So it's like, what am I going to do? I'm either going to grab on and go all for it, or I'm going to be like, oh, well, it's getting a little much. And now we're 10 years, 11 years in. Pretty crazy.
Well, I do remember being at one show and it was, right when you started being really out as your character, a lot more flamboyant. Yeah. And some guy was heckling you and I really got nervous because I'm like, okay, he's putting himself out there. He doesn't have a lot of protection. I don't know what these old Southern boys in South Georgia are going to do to him. And so I did get really nervous, but then the guy kept heckling him and you finally looked at him and said, listen, mister, I have seen your internet history and you need to be quiet. And the guy never said another word. It was just like he knew exactly what to say. And I said,
I wasn't even vulgar about it.
You're just like, but what that told me was this kid's going to be okay. He can handle himself and he can handle those pressures that I didn't want as his mom. Like, oh, don't do that to my kid, But he handled it, and I was like, I could breathe, and just watch the show again.
I think. And this is, I don't want to say like thank you to drinking, right? But there was something that you figure out when you're drinking and you have a big mouth early on that there's consequence in the world. And so I think by the time I started wrestling as someone who had been drinking, I had been punched in the face a few times already. And so I think kind of seeing like, okay, well, yeah, like maybe if they have a knife or something or a gun, it's crazy. But going like, well, the worst thing that's going to happen is this guy's going to get a few swings on me or something, and then someone will step in and do it. And like being in wrestling now, it is. I'm not as vocal in public on a lot of things anymore, but I'm still very vocal in a way not to garner that reaction, but like if something happened, what are you going to do? And I think like you have to kind of, you have to feel the consequence before you're able to kind of speak that freely. Yeah. But I also was like, I've always been in the position of like, yeah, I'm your son, obviously. But for a lot of these people, I'm a big white man. And if anybody's going to take the hit, like let me get in front of you and take the hit before you've got to deal with these people. Like I can deal with these people. I used to do a trick where I knew they'd be messing with me and I'd keep $1 in my trunks. And when they would start harassing, I'd get out of the ring and I'd pull it out and I'd wag it like it was wet and I'd throw it at them and go, baby, I'm thirsty. Go get me something to drink. And I'd get back in the ring and just let them sit with the $1. What are you going to do? What are you going to say? Like also like you're heckling me and then I'm telling you to go get me a beverage. Now they're not going to go get me a beverage, but like just getting to dump a wet $1 on you when you think you've got the upper hand. I love that kind of magic. Okay. How do you feel about people having tattoos of your son on their body? I have one on my thigh. It's a very well done tattoo. Is it pride or is it weird?
No, I don't think it's weird. I don't know. I have tattoos as well. So.
Yeah.
No, I think it's a great I don't know, great tribute. Like, you've done something worthy for them.
Yeah.
That they would do that and have a permanent way to remember you and that character.
I've discussed it a little bit on here before where like it also not like it's not a prison, but it's sort of like what a wonderful boundary to be handed by someone to go like, you mean this much to me because of who I think you are. So you go, I need to make sure I'm that. Not that I have to be anything for anyone, but it's like, I would not want to do stuff where it's like, oh, it comes out like watching Dateline, like, oh, yeah, I was caught doing a Dateline murder of someone. And then they're like, oh, what do we do about this? It's like, okay, so when I'm making decisions, I want to make sure I'm going, okay, but like, if somebody has a tattoo of me on them, is this going to be a disqualifier of them wanting it there? And like, I think it hasn't changed my behavior necessarily, but it's more made me be weary of, the dangers out here in the world. And at least like, if I'm making decisions, like I got booked in Germany and somebody pulled me to the side when they announced it and were like, oh, the guy who owns this is like straight up a Nazi. Like he's whatever, and started sending me, and he wasn't like the main page. And they were like, oh, you got to see this. And I immediately was like, oh, I'm out. Because people were like, I can't believe you'd work for him. And I was like, oh, I had no idea.
Yeah.
But as soon as it wasn't, well, they're going to pay me a lot of money and fly me out and I don't have anything that weekend. It was, oh yeah, I'm better than that. I don't need that. I don't need that money. And I think like if I was in a more desperate position, or if I didn't have people that had been fans of me for that long, you have to weigh those things out in a harder way. But it's like knowing my people, knowing the people that take care of it. It's like, oh yeah, absolutely not. We would never, whether the company it's or whatever it is, it's like,
I don't want to be associated with that.
I can always turn down money and go, okay, well, more money will appear. Because these people have been there when there's money and not money, and these people have watched this long. If one decision is going to be like, oh, this guy's not at all who we thought, I don't want that,
Yeah.
So I think it's awesome when people have tattoos.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't bother me. I don't know.
Someone has the Asmodeus tattoo.
Oh, do they?
Too, so
okay.
We've got all sorts of Effy variety.
Yes.
What a history. Okay, wait, if you were a wrestler, what would your name be? And I'm going to ask you a question after this because this is so funny.
Oh, boy.
You don't have to pick a name, but there was a wrestler you brought up to me where you said you would manage me.
Oh, yeah, Jim Cornette.
Yeah, say it again.
Jim Cornette.
Yeah, he like doesn't like me.
I know that, but I want to go around with that tennis racket and smack people like Nance Warner, so...
But it was so perfect to me that you brought that up because I think about there was a spot where like a man was like licking whipped cream off my butt like a long time ago, and he went on this tirade, about how horrible this was, and this is so crap. And then you said, "I want the tennis racket like Jim Cornette. I want to beat you up." And I went, "This is so good that you know that." And that.
Well, we used to go to matches together, and we'd make fun of all the signs that were misspelled.
Yeah. You did. Did we go to the SmackDown with Eddie Guerrero together?
I think that's
I think we did. Yeah. That was crazy. What was that like? Like, I'm kind of asking you to go to this thing with me that's...
Yeah, I thought I think there's more characters in the audience than there are in the ring. And I love that because I love to people watch. I love to know their stories. I love to know what's going on. So I enjoyed that. Especially when we'd go back in the parking lot and everybody was going, "Hoo!"
Oh yeah, they're wooing out there.
And then it was echoing all through the parking lot and everybody would go back and forth to each other as we're leaving. It was crazy.
Yeah, they go wild. There is something really fascinating where like, I've been considering my run for Senate here in Georgia in the next few years. I can't think of anyone whose grassroots really met Americans more than some of us wrestlers.
The wrestlers,
on the road,
absolutely.
I can point out people in every city and state that, you wouldn't expect to be there or you wouldn't know. And I've just like been around the people that I'm not afraid to be in the people. You know what I mean? Like I want the people. I don't want.
Do you remember the guy in, it wasn't Vidalia, it was the other South Georgia that I went to, and I was selling your merch, and he came up and he said, I don't really go for all that stuff he does. And he was talking about the gay stuff.
Yeah.
And then, but he said, but he's a good wrestler. He said, are you his wife? And Taylor at that time was probably in your mid to late 20s.
Yeah.
And I went, no.
Hey,
his
listen,
mother.
I've seen weirder things in wrestling relationships. I'll tell you that.
Or I might have said, I gave birth to that.
When I was in North Carolina, I ran into one of the ex-WWE guys, Heath Slater, who was in the 3-man band, who I have a foot tattoo of. And he said, hey, I don't want to offend you, but you really gay? And I said, yeah, but if you see my wife, do not say anything. And he didn't know I was kidding. And he went to the other wrestlers and was like, where's his wife? I don't want to say the wrong thing. And it was the cutest thing to me that he was just like, oh, I don't know about this. Yeah, you definitely saw some.
Yeah, I saw some things.
It is like really like from what you saw at that time to what it's been able to become. It is like, it makes no sense to me. I mean, it makes sense in a way, but it's also like, what a weird, fascinating trend this has taken.
Yeah. But I was thrilled to do it because you were back.
Yeah.
You know, you were my tailor again.
I
You know?
still am.
Oh, I know that. I know. And it's not that you weren't through all that time, but that connection was gone. And I was lost without it.
Yeah.
So
you have to go through,
I know. We all do, but yeah.
But I also like, it's very cool to like, I always do the thing where you're like, if you were 15 or 13 or whatever, and you close your eyes and you open up and you're 35, well, what's that look like? Because a lot of people that I graduated with from high school or college, like by 4 years after graduation, they've been doing that since. You know what I mean? Like,
or they're not with us anymore.
Or they're not with us anymore. Or they just, I see this. I feel like I'm going to get into my 40s and get into my 50s and still have so much excitement and curiosity for the world. But I've also had the benefit of seeing a lot of things and seeing good and bad. And I just see a lot of people who they kind of yearn for something because they've trusted it. They got there and they never got to kind of get out and see things. So I've just been really excited that like over the past few years, how much traveling you've been doing and how much out in the world you've seen. Because before I went to visit you in South Carolina a few months ago, right? A few months around your birthday?
Yeah.
October,
Yeah.
The last two places we saw each other was London, England, and Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah.
And I kind of like, I had been so go, if you couldn't tell when you were there, that I didn't put together like, oh, I need to go see my mom. She lives 2 hours from me. And I'm making like, it worked out that you were already in Oxford and it was an easy train ride in England.
Yes,
but then you did come out for the big gay brunch, which I was honored to have you there. But I was also like, I haven't seen my mom in a long time. And this is not where we should be doing this for the first time in a year or whatever it is. That's crazy. Billy's going to get me an old Buick again. I'm just going to keep running down used Buicks until they...
The Gibson Ultima.
You never saw the Buick I bought from AJ's dad, did you?
I did not.
Peter pulled me aside and was like, you can't keep driving this car.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you.
Yeah. Peter once again was like, I had a premonition. Something bad's going to happen to that car. And I was like, oh, really? I better get rid of it. But really, it was just like horrible. It was.
It's just, he would drive it in a way where he would just like kind of like swerve into the other lane and go, who cares?
Don't tell her that.
It's a Buick.
It's a Buick.
It's a Buick.
Well, okay, here's what I figured out. In Buckhead, when I was living in Buckhead at the time when I got the car, did you know they make a Bugatti midsize SUV?
Did not know that.
Well, I'll tell you what, I found out because they will break if you cut them off. They are not going to risk messing up the Bugatti midsize SUV. They will just break. When you've got the $500 07 Buick, they are moving out of your way.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was a dangerous car. And luckily, I lost no money on it. I paid $500 for that car, cash. I made $500 on that car, cash. It's a perfect circle.
Drove it for free.
I also found out I don't need to drive that many places. Like,
Yeah.
our groceries are delivered now. We walk to the movies. We walk the dogs. I walk to the MARTA and take the gym or go to the gym. I walk to the MARTA and go to the airport. That's great. From leaving my house to getting to the airport, $2.50 and 40 minutes.
It's a lot better than insurance and taxes.
Or the Uber where you go, oh, it's only 6 a.m. How much can an Uber be? And they want $48 to go 20 minutes to the airport. Yeah. And you go, if I just walk 0.4 of a mile, I'm already there.
It's
true. Heated.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm awake. It's good. I love not having a
They
car
got the
right
great AI Skechers ads.
now. Oh my gosh. They got some weird ads on there. I also love that I've become Atlanta enough to where they don't harass me anymore. Like they know who to harass and who not to harass. And they'll pass you and just be like, I'm not getting anything out of this guy. You know what I mean? Do you feel that way now?
Yeah, no. Well, I had it tested yesterday because I got off the train and my buddy Caleb, who I work with, was on. He had just also gotten off the train at the same station, and I was fully in MARTA mode, and it was just about to like breeze right by him. And he's just like, "No, hey, you know me."
Yeah, MARTA
you know
mode.
me."
We ran into each other at the MARTA station the other day, didn't we?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's good.
It's very jarring.
It is jarring. It is jarring, but it is also like we're going to have to make the little trek out to the DeKalb Farmers Market.
Yeah.
Because the train station is right there.
Okay. Yeah.
It's literally next to it.
Yeah. I could. Yeah. Also ask our friends next time they go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just go.
Yeah,
it's
we'll just
beautiful.
go.
Do you remember when we lived in Marietta?
Yes.
Harry's?
Yes.
What happened to Harry's?
I don't know.
The closest thing
Probably
I found,
because we moved.
Probably.
Yeah.
This Decatur Farmers Market is like a
Harry's.
A Harry's, but it's much more international. Like they just have huge fish and meat sections, but just spice sections, vegetables from all over, fruits from all over.
Oh, that sounds great.
Very
I would love
cool
to get that.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might. I don't know. What time is it now? What time are you going? Whenever?
Yeah.
We might vibe that. It's a 15-minute drive. It'd be sick to go check out, get some beans. I'm not wrapping things up here. I'm making mental plans with my friends and family here as we watch. Okay.
But I think when my wrestling name, I might have to be somebody like the Novelist.
Oh, yeah.
And then when I would pin them, I would pull out my fountain pen and sign my name on them.
Or if you lose, you rip out the last pages of the book and you go, the story has changed.
That's right. Plot twist.
Plot twist is a really good move name. Yeah, that sounds like they hit the plot. She hit the plot twist.
Plot twist.
That's a plot twist.
So I think that would be fun.
We might steal that. That's good.
You can do
plot
it.
Twist.
Do it. Yeah.
I love it. Okay, I have a question for you. Is Effy fine?
From what I can see, looking in your eyes, you seem to be fine.
Okay.
Sometimes I do have to put my eyes on you
I
to
agree.
know.
I agree.
Because
I agree.
you're a good actor.
I am a good actor, but I'll say this. As I have taken more hits, I have gotten lazier in my acting, which is why I'm announced as This Is Effy, because whatever's there, that's what this is.
This is it.
Here it is.
Oh.
Here is Effy. Okay, so the other day, I want to bring these two worlds together.
Okay.
I woke up. I got a deal on a turkey, and it was not Thanksgiving. And I was just like, oh, I'm going to cook this turkey.
Yeah.
And I just cooked a whole turkey. And I find myself very often cooking a lot here and cooking a lot for Peter.
That makes me very happy.
Peter,
He's a really good cook.
What do you think about some of the food I've been making?
I love it.
Yeah.
Was there something specific you want feedback on?
I've been cooking for a long time. Like originally, if you would have asked me in high school, I thought I was going to end up
a chef.
I
thought he would too. I took him to cooking lessons. Remember at, what was it called? Fox something?
I don't. Yeah, but they had. I remember one time they did like an avocado crab dish.
Yes.
That we went and made with them.
Yeah.
But I was always very serious about that and was cooking a lot growing up, and would cook like me and Laura did that Thanksgiving dinner, and it still haunts me. My cousin and I did Thanksgiving dinner for everyone, and we did not cook the butternut squash enough. And it just like the meal was on, and I just remember Kyle being like, "It's pretty crunchy," but everything else was delicious. But I always enjoyed feeding people and cooking for people. So I want Peter to brag about how good of a cook I am. That's what this is.
You're a really good cook.
Yeah.
Pork chops. You never liked them?
Never liked them.
How do you like them when I make them?
I like them when you make them.
That's right. People mess up pork chops.
Oh, you can mess them up.
Cheap though.
The air fryer though.
Really?
Oh.
Really? See, I had an air fryer and I burnt it.
Oh.
I accidentally turned on the stove instead of the air fryer, and it burnt the air fryer, which was next to the stove. So we might have to look into that again. I've been doing a lot of just like baking and pan dishes.
Yeah.
Though.
I love baking.
Do you remember?
You were always good with just looking with what was in the fridge and making some up.
I love that.
Yeah.
I I remember cooking some kind of. Oh, I cooked those Cornish game hens one time,
Oh yeah.
and Dad said something crazy about the little chickens. Well, I hope everybody gets their own chicken because look at it; it's barely a bird. He's an interesting cat.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they have found their peace without each other at this moment. I think it's great. But I remember Mom used to cook a lot of stuff that I thought was great, and I think I don't think Billy was the right customer to be eating some of your food. I remember specifically there was one time you did like a big bean dish with a ham hock in it.
Oh, that's what you
served
do.
over rice.
Well, we used to have ham for Thanksgiving and
Right.
Christmas because
Right.
Billy
So then the ham,
wanted
yeah,
ham.
you have to have a spiral slice ham.
The Gibson side of the family loved ham. So
Yeah.
I would take the bone and then make a big pot of beans.
Right.
And we'd do beans and rice, and then you put a little ketchup on it, and it was like
Great.
heaven.
Magic.
Yeah.
But he said this isn't a whole meal. He said this isn't a real meal.
But then you got to have the Jiffy cornbread with it.
Oh yeah. Oh, we keep the Jiffy cornbread in
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Okay, so we were growing stuff. Well, Peter was growing stuff in the garden during the harvest time, and these peppers, I guess, Barbara had given her the seeds. The person who lived here before.
Yeah.
So we had no idea the peppers how hot they were, and I said, "Well, I'm gonna make pepper cornbread." And I made this cornbread.
Are y'all still sweating?
Oh, you take a bite of it, and it starts. At first, you're like, "Oh, it's good." There's a sweet pepper roast flavor, and then you're just sitting there.
Were they like ghost peppers?
They were
or
like
something?
Carolina Reaper, like scorpion something. I don't know, but it was daunting. Did you?
I hope
had
you
some
threw
of
it
that?
out.
Yeah, no, I watched you suffer, and I didn't have
ate
as
it.
much. Yeah.
I ate the cornbread.
Yeah, he just continued eating it and eating it and eating
When
it.
I first stopped drinking and was bored, I would go to like Wingstop or to like Buffalo Wild Wings, and I would just get the hottest flavor because it was like I needed something that felt real, and it caused a visceral reaction in my body and made me sweat and freak out. Like I would constantly just be eating really spicy food when I stopped drinking. I don't do it even as much anymore, and it's not like, oh, it's Harvard. It says it's just like at that time I needed aggressively spicy food to quell me.
I got really into fasting for long periods of time.
I don't like that for you. What? I don't like that for you.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't want you to
That's
fast.
fine.
I don't want you to fast. I weigh more than you.
It's true.
At one point when I was
Oh God.
238.
Yeah.
So
Is
I
that
was-
when you
so
were eating a
exactly
whole
100
block
over
of
me.
hamburger meat?
Yeah. Oh, it was. So what? I was like 110 pounds more.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I was too big then. I'm. You know what I'm down to? 206. I feel great. My knees feel good. My body feels good. I sweat,
Good.
but I don't feel like,
Yeah.
when you feel like a block.
Yeah.
I feel much more limber. That knee injury really took some weight off of me, but it was necessary. Like I needed to just. It's not fun.
No.
Also, here, this is funny. Allie breaks her leg, gets surgery, goes to rehab. Her PT guy is the wrestler I hurt my knee against
Oh.
with the same move of diving out of the ring. So, really glad it wasn't worse than it could have been.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring up other stuff. I don't know what else I have to bring up. Do you have questions right now?
Do I have questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a really, really important question that I need to
Okay.
ask both of you.
Okay.
When does a joke become a mom joke?
When?
When it becomes apparent.
So silly. So silly, Peter.
That's appropriate for this episode. So.
Okay, so big news. WeekendFs.com to get this early. WeekendFs.com to get all the early access and all the fun. We have to talk about ABBA Voyage.
Okay.
So do you know about ABBA Voyage in England?
Yes, I've heard about that.
The
Yes.
hologram ABBA
Yes.
show? You know, they're opening a new theater in New York.
It's that popular.
It is sold out every night of the year.
Okay.
You wouldn't go? You wouldn't go see the hologram ABBA?
I mean, I guess I would.
I think that's the future. If you don't want me to get hurt anymore, I think we have to ABBA Voyage Effy. And just
Okay.
Here's my pitch was, and I don't like this because it still involves me. Every night I wrestle someone. Yeah, I wrestle someone who's dressed as me, and then I defeat myself in the same match every night. But then the second idea was you just put somebody in a suit that looks like me, like Chris Angel, Mind Freak in Las Vegas. If you go see the 2:30 matinee show, that's not Chris Angel. It's a guy doing a Chris Angel drag
bit,
you know?
Yeah.
So I want to get like, it'll be like the Effy Voyage Arena, and then somebody will be cast to be Effy, and every night I'll get my check.
Oh.
I want to go see ABBA Voyage.
I think you have to start doing this early in your career.
Oh.
So you like always have the person, you know?
ABBA didn't do it until 20 years after they were broken up.
I'd rather go to London and see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have that's a big space in between, you know?
And Super Trooper, and I'm gonna find it. I've been on a real ABBA kick, Mom. They're great. You know, one time they asked ABBA, they said, ABBA, how do you make such popular music? And they said, well, we make the songs we like to listen to, and everyone else likes it too. Which I just think is the funniest explanation of pop music. Which is like, we made music that we think sounds good, and now everyone thinks it sounds good. It's incredible. It's incredible. Do you have any questions for Peter? Oh, no.
Oh, sometimes I wonder how you do it.
It really is like kind of weird magic we ended up in the same world.
Yeah, I mean, I think 2020 Vortex had plans for us.
My upstairs neighbor.
Yeah.
Now my business wife. I said that the other day. I was like, I had a horoscope reading that was like, you redefine what marriage is. And I was like, I think we're in a business marriage. Yeah. I think we're stuck.
Well, I think it works.
It works. It works.
It definitely
fantastically.
works. Yeah. And
also, no offense to anybody who's living in a situation, I don't think you should live with people you date.
Oh.
I think there should be a little church and state separation. And it's been lovely to where, like, I woke up the other day and I was grumpy, right? And I wouldn't admit it. And Peter was like, "You're doing a thing." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, I can tell you're doing a thing. Don't do the thing. And I think that if we had more, like, if your whole romantic life was based on, like, I don't know if I want to bring this up right now with this person, it would be less, but like the communication is stellar. We get it done. And also sometimes I'm doing a thing and I need to do it. And sometimes you need to go lay down. And that's beautiful to have.
But I also am sometimes doing a thing.
Yeah.
And you tell go lay down. You're
do it.
good.
Yeah, we're doing a
Everything's
thing.
fine.
Everybody
Everything's
does a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also, like, I don't know. I think we ask a lot of our spouses in this world where it's like, we gotta poop in the same place and eat out of the same bucket and fart in the same bed and go to the same, like.
The romance is dead. What happened? It's like, I don't know. You pay bills together.
Yeah. Our health insurance is intertwined.
Yeah.
I know what pills you're on. Come on. No, we're not ending that like this. I'm just happy that you're here, and
Yes.
I'm happy people get a little vision of this thing. And I'm happy you're visiting in a time of rest.
Yes, I am too. That I don't have to run off somewhere and go watch you. I can just
No.
be with you.
Now, I am still going to make a local show appearance next week here in Atlanta.
Yeah,
because
that's
I
okay.
can't stop myself. But this is a nice long period of time off.
Of rest,
and
yes.
I can tell my body needed it. And towards the end there, that people are like, "You okay?" And I'm going, "Yeah."
Where
but,
am I?
It's this
Where did
car
I wake
has
up today?
mileage.
Yeah.
This car has mileage, and that's fine. We're doing our best, and we're gonna keep doing this. This is great. I'm glad you got to see it with the new sign put in.
I love it.
We've really made some upgrades the last few weeks that I think
Yes.
are magic, and I
The
thank
whole
all the
corner's
listeners out
growing.
there for taking it in. Weekend@effys.com again. Mom, we're gonna have more guests after this.
Great.
You're reopening our guest world. You met Ryan Rainbow before?
I haven't
Maybe
met,
in
no.
Columbia? I don't know. You maybe would have known if you did. Ryan Rainbow broke the curse.
He broke the
So there's no
curse.
more curses.
Well, I wasn't scared.
Yeah, we had cursed guests before. Yeah, you're not. No curse.
You weren't the test subject. He was
Okay.
the test
He
subject.
was
the-
We
we
were
had
him
waiting
in
all
between
summer
tester.
for
Okay.
something bad to happen, and he made it through.
He made it through the whole
we can have
summer.
guests
With,
now.
and we're going to be adding more guests to the show. You're our first of this
Yes,
new era.
great.
And thank you for wearing the merch. We're going to have another merch drop soon.
I have a lot of Effy merch.
We love that. If you guys want to see the limited Effy merch, bother me about it because we'll probably get that up on the whatnot. We can probably pull that off from the studio. Thank you, everybody, for listening. And go call your mom if you can.
Yes.
Call your mom. And you can call me too. I'll answer. I'll answer.
Or he'll call me back.